So today I'm going to be reacting to the comic Craig Conant and his clip of ayahuasca and dog deworming. I'm not sure how those two are going to play together, but the only previous experience I have with this guy is I did watch him on a show that was five guys versus one professional comedian trying not to laugh. And he did a little bit of this ayahuasca bit on there, and it was pretty funny. Most of the stuff he said was pretty funny. He ended up making him laugh. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and check this out here. So let's go ahead and get started.
I just had a son, my firstborn, right there.
Congratulations.
I left him to be with y'all. I said, change
Maybe
your
not.
own diaper, young man. Papa's a rolling stone. No, but I was getting ready for my boy, and I went down my healing journey to clean up my life. I discovered ayahuasca this year. Yeah, I've only done it 18 times now. My friends are like, you're addicted to that now. I'm like, yeah, I'm addicted to healing, bitch. For those of you that don't know what ayahuasca is, it makes you, it's first of all, it's medicina, it's plant medicine. It's a
So I I I actually tried ayahuasca myself. It was quite the experience. I went 3 days in a row. Um, it was it was quite the experience. That's what I have to say about that. We may touch on a little bit further in this video once he gets into his story about it. But yeah, 18 times he's going crazy on it. I'm low key getting some Mitch Hedberg vibes from him with his start so far, um, and from that other clip that I seen of him. Like I said, um, I'm getting this little bit of this Mitch Hedberg vibe. So let's get back into this here.
medicine. It's a leaf and a vine, two ingredient right there. And it's indigenous. It's been around for thousands of years, and it makes you secrete DMT. And DMT we secrete naturally when we're born, when we dream, and when we die. So it's good, you know? Essentially, it's like a shot of consciousness. You drink that shit, and then you talk to God, and then you fight the devil in your booty hole.
That's a true story
You're
right
like,
there.
how'd you get in there? I can't wait to do it again. And you puke and poop and stuff.
Honestly, I would love to do it again. Um, you definitely do feel like you're fighting the devil, especially the first time you do it. I was like convulsing almost, but like it was such a great experience. I felt so good afterwards. The second night was actually kind of crazy because they gave me my ayahuasca, and I ended up throwing it up early because it's not the greatest tasting. They won't let you have water, or you're not supposed to have water. And anyway, so I wasn't really getting any effect from it, and the shaman and the facilitator could definitely tell, and so they gave me some more, and I'm fairly certain because I was still pretty conscious at this point that they accidentally gave it to me from the shaman's uh, bottle that he was drinking from, which is significantly stronger. And yeah, that night I started. They told me to watch out for snakes or like a big snake that's like Mother Ayahuasca's test or whatever. And I seen a whole bunch of those snakes, and that didn't. I already warned about snakes, so I was like, oh, that's not bothering me. But then this Black Panther came out, and that was quite the crazy experience. And then when I was explaining it to the shaman, they almost like seemed like they didn't believe me. But then I looked it up later, and it's actually a really common thing that like actually it's not a black panther, it's a jaguar, but like a black jaguar. It's a really common thing. That's exactly what I saw. It was like a jaguar with black with like green glowing eyes. That freaked me out. I'll definitely say that.
You puke and poop and
Let's get back
stuff.
into this here.
But you're in control.
Yeah, you're kind of
It's
in
fucking
control.
fire,
But
bro. And it is for healing. And everybody at these healing circles looks like you would think they would look. Like they're all wearing like capes and shawls and shit. and they got feathers. And I'm a comic. My first time there, I'm judging them. I'm like, look at this wahoo and his fucking cape. But now that I've done it 18 times, I'm like, yo, Frank, where'd you get that cape, dog? You got a feather guy? I need some feathers, bro. I went to a native.
That's funny. So it's really funny because I used to go to music festivals a lot when I was like in my 20s, and I'm talking music festivals. I'm talking like jam band, hippie type music festivals where there'd be people dressed up exactly how you think they would be. Probably similar to the way they're dressed up at these ayahuasca ceremonies. The one that I went to, being that it was my first time, I'd done some research and I wasn't about to go into a big group of a whole ton of people. So I went to a small group. I ended up actually the first 2 nights being completely by myself, just me, the shaman, and the facilitator. And that was a really good experience. But the third night was also great to have 2 other people there. So there's 3 of us total on the third night. It was nice to see how other people, I don't know, like you're kind of so self-conscious of how what's happening to your body, even though you shouldn't be, because you're trying to heal yourself, which you do. You feel way better afterwards. They say it's like packing a year's worth of therapy into the 3 sessions I went to would be like packing a year's worth of therapy into it. I don't know if I quite give it a year, but it definitely gave me, without any kind of, I went off medication and everything for a good 3 months and was feeling pretty good before I started to come back on the medication for anxiety and stuff like that, which that's another reason why I didn't go to one of those bigger retreats, is because I didn't want to have to deal with the anxiety that came with all those people there. So, but let's see here. See what else he's got to say.
First time there, I'm judging him. I'm like, look at this wahoo and his fucking cape. But now that I've done it 18 times, I'm like, yo, Frank, where'd you get that cape, dog? You got a feather guy? I need some feathers, bro. I went to a native store. Hawk feathers are like $40. I'm like, fuck that. I'm bringing pigeon and seagull feathers in. They're free at the beach. The shaman is like, Craig, you're bringing disease to the healing circle. Mind your business, pussy. Namaste. And the shaman, he gives you a scale of like 1 to 10, how deep you want to go spiritually. And I'm a drug addict, but that's why I'm there.
Yeah, they didn't give me no scale of anything.
Get it out.
Not whatsoever.
So the shaman asked you, he said, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you like? I said, 10. And then he said, it's your first time. And then I said, 12. That's my problem. I don't like regular high. I like, oh, no. How will I survive this? He said, hey, fucking pussy. I'm kidding. It was way too much. Oh, my God. I should have said 4, bro. And you did not poop your pants. Everybody, that's the first question they asked. Did you
No, I didn't either.
I was welcoming it,
I definitely purged.
I'm a comic. You need new stories. And pooping your pants into different dimensions sounds funny to me. I sharded on Jesus' minor sins. It's all right. No, but you do shit demons, but you're in control. You make it to the toilet. And this house, they had a bidet. But they had that fancy bidet, that Japanese bidet.
It was
from
a
Costco,
fancy place. They had
that
like
$350
outdoor
bidet with the calculator on the
plumbing.
side. And the warm, gentle water. Because I had purchased a bidet before, but I bought that Amazon $24.99 bidet. Hey man, that wasn't a bidet, that was a pressure washer, bro. That shit fucking hurt, dude. I was like, ow. That's how the devil got in my ass right there. He's made in China. But I'm in control. I make it to the toilet. But I'm pooping on the 8 ayahuasca. I don't know how else to explain that other than it's a galactic dookie.
It's crazy.
But I'm in the bathroom so long that the shaman gets worried about me and he knocks on the door and he's like, hey man, are you all right in there? And I was like, oh shit, I'm still here.
That actually happened to me also, but I think it's just
I was
because
the
you
cleanest, wettest asshole in that
lose
joint.
track
I
of
was leaving
time.
little wet spots everywhere I sat. He's like, you get a kiss, and you get a kiss. Get a kiss. And they got these like frequency machines, like tuning forks, Tibetan singing bowls, crystals,
Oh,
singing bowls, wooden
yeah.
flutes.
They didn't have those there,
Yeah.
but
I'm gonna be a wooden flute guy.
I-
Andre 3000, get it. Best album yet, homie. And
yeah,
so
at the place that I went to, they didn't have any of those like things, but the actual shaman himself was singing like spiritual songs. And man, I don't know. I'd like to hear what they sound like off of ayahuasca, but I know what they sounded like on ayahuasca. It sounded amazing. that's all I can. That's all I can really say about
some of
that.
these
So
machines sound
get back
lovely,
into
bro,
this.
like you know. But when you're high on the 8 ayahuasca, they hit that Tibetan singing bowl. I swear on my life, I turned into one of my cats. You know when the cat's at the window, they hit that shit.
That's what I'm saying. His voice and mine was like the
devil's
same
in my
way. It was
teeth
like
now.
when he was singing, it was like
How
whoa.
to get up here, slippery little Gus. Sugar, mercury. But then I shared that with everybody. I was like, hey man, when they hit that Tibetan singing bowl, did you turn into a cat too? And then everyone just said, no. I was like, I'm the only one? Okay. Well, you need to
I
drink
didn't
more
turn
of
into a
that
cat, but I had
shit. Call me mister.
I had a cat coming at me.
Any questions?
A big one.
I feel like I scared y'all right there.
It's worth it.
That's why they made me go last. Like, devil in the booty hole, put him last, put him last. This next story is about healing too, but it won't sound like it for 3 minutes.
Oh, great. What are we getting into here?
My father, he's an alcoholic and a gambling man. You're like, we can tell. We caught the vibe. No, he drinks at all the dive bars. Yeah, like the Moose Lodge, the VFW, the American Legion. Any non-profit bar where a beer is $1.50 and no one will rat you out. That's where my daddy drinks. And all his friends are savages. Like the guys with paint and stucco on their
Crazy that
arm
they
from
are
like
still
a
that
week
cheap
ago.
at some of those places
And you're like, take
in
a
Wisconsin
bath,
where I used to
Charlie.
live.
And my dad's buddy, he has a bad hand, and he got diagnosed with stomach cancer and was given 3 months to live. Don't worry, it'll get funny, I swear. I'm like, he's gonna die. No, he got bad news about his tummy, was given 3 months
3 minutes?
to live.
Oh no.
And he happened to watch a documentary on National Geographic. And I swear to God, you could Google this shit if you think I'm bullshitting. It was a Nat Geo documentary, and it was on parasites, worms. And it said more human beings have been killed by parasites than all the world wars combined. I swear to God. So he got the bad news about his tummy. He watched that documentary, and he happened to be giving his dog anti-parasite medication, dog-dewormer. Yeah. So he said, man, fuck it. I ain't doing chemo. I'm gonna die anyways. I'm gonna take my dog's medicine.
Yeah, don't do chemo.
Motherfucker's been alive 3 years now. What's up?
I'm with you. I'm with
swear
you,
to
dude.
God, bro.
Oh,
He
I don't wanna
his
get into
movement
it.
in his
It's
bad hand
sad.
right there. He turned it into a periscope at the pool. He goes, "Dee, dee, 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 dee." All right, that part I made up. My bad. I'm sorry. But the rest is true. But do you understand? He didn't heal himself because he did Dr. Sebi's master cleanse and went holistic and changed
He
his
just
life.
took-
This
he
fool
took
still
some-
eats hot dogs and drinks beer. He healed himself because he said to the medical establishment, man, fuck you. I'm drinking my dog's medicine. And it worked, dude. It fucking worked. So I'm gonna ruin y'all's evening right now. I guarantee almost everybody in here has parasites. And we get parasites from pets, pork, pig, carnitas, bacon, all the good stuff, and sushi. Sushi's number one. Look how quiet it got in here. Look at all the rich white people. Not my sashimi.
it's from Japan or
My father
in
caught
China.
it today.
That's a different story.
Yeah. But Papa didn't raise no bitch. I'm still gonna eat sushi and carnitas. That shit's fire. But now I just chase it with a little dog-dewormer. You know what I'm saying? So I told my sister I started taking dog-dewormer, and she got mad at me, and she said, hey, you know that there is human dewormer. I was like, oh shit. I don't think things through. But I still don't have health insurance, and the doctor visit's like $200, and the medicine's like $200, and dog-dewormer is $17.99 at Petco.
Definitely Mitch Hedberg vibes.
Woof, woof. I take the big dog formula though. I ain't no fucking chihuahua. You guys are awesome. I've been Craig Conant. Thank you so much.
That was funny. Glad I watched that one instead of the other one that I already seen. Just because it was new and fresh for me. So yeah, I really like that. Craig Conant. Definitely check him out and subscribe. Give him a shot. All right. God, I wish this thing wouldn't turn off so much. But anyway,